To show you, I'm parked here in Sedalia, Missouri. When the officers first come over, they said, oh, the gas station complained about you being on their property. Number one, it's not their property. Number one, it's called right of way. And we have right of way here. Okay, now they just say that there's an ordinance, but no, they're telling me that I can't park, and they told me to look up the ordinance, and I'm like, no. I gotta have permission for someone. Yeah, but I've parked here every year since 2014. All they're doing is making themselves look bad. I've got them on live YouTube. I'll be over at Liberty Park, see if they run me out of there.
I don't think they will, bud. You were here last time, didn't you?
I've been there all the time, but last year, year before, the mayor come by and said I wasn't allowed to be parked there. It's stupid. There's so many other things. Hey, when they first pulled up, they said the gas station called and complained. And I said, well, I'm not on their property. Then they say there's a parking ordinance. Look it up. If you're going to enforce a city ordinance, prove it to someone.
Yeah, and put a sign up. Good luck, bud.
Oh, heck, I'd be over it. All this is good publicity.
Yeah.
So, according to the officers, there's a city ordinance that I can't park an RV on the side of the road like other people do. Okay? And I don't know why. It's clearly not marked no parking. Okay? Now, if they come up with a city ordinance about an RV being parked, okay, I understand. Some cities have that, but I never knew that about Sedalia. Maybe they changed it. But see, I was at the city park for years over on Liberty. And then one year, a cop come, give me a hug. We always met there and all. And then one year, the guy come by and said he was the mayor and I wasn't allowed to be there. So you just never know. But it all started when they said this gas station called.
All right. So here is the ordinance.
What's it say?
It's long.
Well, but the parking of any motorized vehicle, including but not limited to dirt bike, trailers.
I'm gonna get to the part that
get to the part
applies.
That you don't allow RVs to park on the street.
Yeah. So you actually can be here for 6 hours. You can park on the street.
Yeah, you know that.
Here's the other issue. You can't use it as a shelter, so you can park it.
I'm a mobile billboard. I'm not here. My dogs are. I'm not here to do it. So, look at this. If you look on the internet, Springfield of all places charged me to camping in public. Okay. Kick their butt in court.
So I'm honestly not trying to give you a hard time.
Well, I can legally be here 6 hours.
But you can't use it as a dwelling either.
It's not a dwelling.
So what I'm saying is, if you're talking about going to Liberty Park, that would be a lot better.
It would be, but I'm going to take my 6 hours here.
Okay.
You know why? Because that gas station had to complain. And I guarantee you in 6 hours I'll move to another spot, like maybe over there.
And then if you're going to use it as a shelter, we also have the campground on the fairground.
You don't see me sitting here in whatnot in town. I'll be at a truck stop with Walmart or a Cracker Barrel. They don't charge.
I think we could argue that you're using it as a shelter. I'm not.
Look right here. You can argue all you want, but right here, this mobile billboard. Just like I don't sell nothing. Okay. People say, well, you selling shirts. No, they're all enlarged. I give them away.
You can say it's not a shelter, but...
It's my doghouse while I'm traveling.
I think we could argue that. I'm not going to make that point right now.
Okay, well, if you want to argue it, I'll go take it to court and we argue it.
What I'm saying is it would be a lot less of an issue if you were at the park or something like that.
No, because, see, I went to that park 5 or 6 times. You got a black officer about this big. You can come by and give me a hug on video a couple years ago. Some idiot comes and tells me he's the mayor and I'm not allowed to be in there last time I was there.
Okay. I don't know anything about that.
Well, I'm telling you, it's on video and all, whether he's the mayor or whatnot, but when you get me trouble sitting in a park, which I've done for years, yeah. And this is my last time. I came out here for Puzzle Pieces 49th Annual Ozark Music Festival. This is where my whole journey, this 10-year journey ends right here.
Is it?
And if y'all want to make it a bad one, cool. I'm writing the book, yeah, one man's journey.
Aren't they having that little gathering here pretty soon over there?
Oh, it was this weekend. It was this weekend. It was wonderful.
Oh, it already happened?
Oh, yeah, the 49th Ozark Music Festival.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was wonderful. A lot of great bands and all. And because they are some people that don't like Donnie and whatnot, I want to stay here today in town and let the people that don't want to support his to come visit me and all.
Okay.
And like I say, it's kind of funny. The last 2 times coming here, and I've been coming since 14. So daddy's going to give me that crap. See, I know about the parking because I parked out front of Friendly's bar all day and all evening. Back when Chris had it. So I know doggone well that there is none. Now, if y'all want to enforce the 6 hours and play the games, I'll move after 6 hours. But I parked there all day and all evening, you know, right down, what was it, almost downtown.
Well, that's what the ordinance says. It also says you can't use it as a dwelling.
Well,
Like
if
I
you
said-
catch me in here sleeping or whatever, fine. But it's a mobile billboard. This is my office, and I travel around the United States.
Okay.
And you want to fight that in court, we will. I had a guy in Knoxville, Tennessee, write me for parking a bus on a residential street. Okay, the name is Canna Bus. They don't make this a bus. If he ran the title, it comes back to 420 Jim, and it's a Winnebago RB. So when the judge, you know, he said, well, I tried to get him to come out and look at it. He wouldn't. He made us go out and take a picture, the officer and me. And he come back and the judge looked at it and says, that's not a bus, it's an RV. Case dismissed. And let me show you something, too. I don't just talk to talk. And this is what, like I say, I love you good guys. And you're just doing your job. First name 4, middle name 20, last name Jim. That is my 2019. The judge changed it. I mean, I've had Officer Woody, and where I changed this name because it was such a cool court. He gives me, he profiles me, he pulls me over, gives me a sobriety, all this, tells me I passed, pulled down the next exit, and gave me a ticket for failure to maintain lanes. I respect him so much because he told the truth in court. Had he lied at any point, I was done. But he told the truth. He said, I didn't cross the center line and I didn't hit the rumble strip. He thought I was going to. And I said, well, what did I do wrong? And he said, immediately, case dismissed. The headline, to be blunt. A year later, they're doing a service for a fallen officer that was retired. And I don't know what, but I'll, you know, ambulance, whatever, I take my hat off. I'm just that way. It was one of his instructors. Later that night, I'm on private property, and the state patrol comes flying in. No lights and siren gun, but he comes flying in the parking lot. Officer Woody steps out. I hadn't seen him for a year, and I'm like, oh, shit. He comes over and shakes my hand and says, I respect you. That was so cool.
All right, well, we're going to get...
Okay, so it's 9. But as long as I'm out of here by 2:30, 3 o'clock, I'm within my 6 hours.
Yeah, you can just move somewhere else. I would recommend going to a park.
Had I not had that problem, because see, everybody knows me from that park, but because the guy said he's a bad, and then I respect it.
Okay.
And back then I'd been calling and whatnot, and he says, I didn't give you no permission. Nobody, and I got videos from the park every year.
And do you know if they trespassed you from the park?
No, they didn't trespass me. No, and it was, cops never came or nothing.
Okay.
It was just some old guy that said that he was the mayor.
Okay.
And that could be or not. I mean, I put it out on video and whatnot, and I just didn't push it from then.
Okay.
I don't remember if I packed up and left or if I just sat there and waited for the cops. I really don't remember because it's been a couple years back. And normally I just park out at Puzzle Pieces.
Oh, yeah.
But this being my last, like this was my, Puzzle Pieces is my turnaround point. I'm headed to Arizona to go see my grandkids. I've left them for 10 years and to write the book.
Is that where...
The mission will continue, but
So have you just been traveling this whole
I've been on the road 10 years, 36 states.
Wow.
That's pretty awesome.
If you Google 420-JIM, you will see hundreds. You'll see the story about me taking on Springfield camping in public. The cop, he was one of the bad cops. He says, I got you on video spending the night here in town. And I'm like, really? Cool. He didn't know that at 10:30 that night, an officer ran me out of town illegally, told me I couldn't be there after midnight and all. I had all that on video. And when I got to Hood's truck stop, I made a video. So I'm like, okay, we'll play your game. They set it up for jury trial, came back and everything. The prosecutor would never talk to me. And I was pro se. Just like any other lawyer, he needs to hear he wouldn't talk to me. So when I first got it in court, I told the judge, I said, you know, if this guy would have ever talked to me being a lawyer, we wouldn't even been in front of you. And he says, really? And I said, I got one video that's going to blow. He said, I think you two need to step out in the hall. I showed him the one video of getting kicked out of town in the middle of the night. Yeah, they had no video of me being down there. And I proved it right there. He comes back in front of the judge and says, we'd like to... But I got thrown out of City Hall by the guard there in Springfield even. 10 minutes later, he apologizes, and I'm allowed back in City Hall.
All right, we're going to get...
Hey, y'all be safe out there, and I promise you, by 3 o'clock, I'll move, and if it makes them a little bit happier, you can let them know. But I won't go out on their property and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I know right of way, and technically it's that power pole, so it's like about right here. Yeah, I mean, they got to maintain it, but they don't own it. We all know that.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, we're not out here trying to give you a hard time.
Oh, I know that.
But They called, so we got to come by and see what's up.
Exactly, in the title of the video. This is the first live YouTube I've done. I've always done it on Facebook. I'm moving to YouTube. Good Cops Attaboy would be the title of it. I thank you. I really respect you good officers. I want the bad ones fired.
I understand, man.
Y'all be safe out there.
Have a good day, man.
Thank you. There you go. Sedalia's finest, just doing their job, man, just doing their job. You know, if all the cops around the world was like these officers, we could work things out. You know what I mean? They looked up the statute. They found out that we was both kind of right. You know what I mean? They say there's a 6-hour limit. Well, I will respect that because they respect to let me park here. And then all I got to do is move back, move forward, or move across the street. But I stood my ground with the gas station and stuff. I don't care, but I guarantee you if I go in there, they got CBD products and stuff. I just went in there and bought a soda. I will never buy another thing from them. Never. I'll go across the street. I'll go somewhere. You know what I mean? Why support a business that's going to call the cops on you for exercising your rights? Anyhow, I'm going to get out of here. I'll be back at noon doing a little short story of something that happened in my journey. I'm going to start that on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at noon Central Time. Please join me then. So until later, at my 420 or Cops Come Again, peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream. United we stand, and we try, folks. We can all get a bong. Please go to the website. Just follow this QR right here. Sign the petition to free all cannabis prisoners. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on YouTube. Please subscribe and hit the like button on YouTube. I love each and every one of y'all.